Hey guys, Kimberly here. I actually wanted to share a little bit about how I taught English abroad. If you already follow me, follow my page, you know that I taught English abroad in Chile. It was one of my biggest dreams to teach English abroad, actually. I had wanted to do it for a while, and I finally did it. So I kind of wanted to share some insight on how to go about doing that if you are also interested in doing something. So I'm going to do like a four-part series. For this first one, I'm just going to talk about like the different programs out there because there are so many different options, guys. I think you just really have to do your research when it comes down to it. I personally knew that I wanted to teach in a Spanish-speaking country because I wanted to immerse myself in the language. But if you are trying to do something similar, just know that that is not where the money's at, really. If you teach English in Asia somewhere, like I had a friend who actually taught English in South Korea, and he ended up doing it for 3 years, and he did pretty well. Like, he made decent money, and he loved it over there, loved experiencing that culture, all of that. So I'm pretty sure that in Japan, South Korea, China, there's a bunch of different options over there where you actually get paid decent money to teach English. But if you want to do it somewhere like Spain or in South America, somewhere in Europe, it's gonna be hard or more difficult, I think, just because a lot of people would rather, well, I shouldn't say rather, but a lot of people do want to go that, teach English in Spanish-speaking country like me, or go to Europe because it's just so easily accessible to travel to other countries while you're there. So it just kind of makes sense, like go somewhere in the middle of it, and while you're there, you can travel on the weekends. So I think that's kind of like there's a big demand for that, and so they're not going to pay as well, and it's going to be harder to find. A lot of the programs, like I was looking in Spain for a bit a few years back, and a lot of the programs there, it's like you get TOEFL certified to teach English as a foreign language, or there's a few different certifications you can get. So you would pay to take the course, you would get TOEFL certified, and then from there you have to find work. So it's not even like necessarily a guarantee that you're going to actually have the work. But you are paying to get that certification, and so it's all about the experience too. So if you have the funds to do that, then do it. I actually talked to a guy. I reached out. He did a program in Barcelona, and then he ended up staying, and he actually kind of started his own tutoring thing. He would tutor adults. Actually, he didn't even teach students, and he ended up moving there full time. Excuse me. He ended up moving there full time, met his girlfriend, and now he lives in Spain. So that was just really cool. So that's definitely an option. For me personally, though, I wanted something a little bit more set in stone, a little bit more planned out. I guess I was a little nervous about just going somewhere and just kind of not knowing where I would be. So there, I was looking for a specific program, and so that I found one actually in Chile, South America, that fit the bill. It's a government-run program, so it's a volunteer thing though. So obviously, if you're needing money, this is not for you either. But it's a volunteer thing. You volunteer your time. They place you in the school. Like, the start date, the end date. You don't need any certification. You only actually need a college degree, any degree. And then I think they had an age range. But honestly, like, I think if you applied, you could probably, get in, as long as you're willing to, volunteer your time and do the work. There was also a similar one, I believe, in Colombia that was I think something along the same lines as far as like a nationally run program. I'm not exactly sure what that one was. But yeah, there's just so many different options. You just have to do your research, I think. So anyways, I just want to let you guys know kind of the one that I went with. And I'll talk more about that one in the next video. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.